Hello everyone, welcome to our paper preview video for week 31, 2024-2025. This beautiful Sunday afternoon, the 26th day of January 2025. Coming on set for this particular video recording now, we'll be doing an exclusive into some of the analysis we did for week 30 before we get right into what we have for today for this week 31, 2025. But I'll be making us know what we have on Q. We have a very reliable banker draw, which is number 33 from our Niger record, and as well the pair of number 14 pairing 16, also from our Niger record, where we have the secret extra tip to deal with, and that will be taken from our page 2 of our of our temple of draw paper. Like you know, we usually use 4 papers on this platform, which we'll be dealing on. Like I did say, we'll be touching on a whole lot of things which transpired for last week that will help us going forward, and as well I'm making us know what you can still stick on for this week 30, and I'll be giving us the tip that is providing us with those two numbers. We're looking at number 1 and number 4 as possible draws for today's Sunday, which is still for the week 30 match. On game number 1, I will have Aston Villa versus West Ham from our English Premiership division, while game number 4 is also from our English Premiership division, and that's the game between Crystal Palace and Brentford. Why I'm doing this is for those who actually did not get anything for yesterday. They can still recoup some of the money they lost yesterday. So I will expect you to single bet on these games now, so you can get at least something to hold on to going forward, so you don't get broke as we get into a brand new week. And I'll be making us know, like I did say, the things projecting those games, and those in our one banker group. Congratulations, because that banker, which was number 46, actually did us proud for yesterday. The away team scored for us, I think it was in the first half or in the second half. Then the home team had to bounce back to make it 1-1, which was a very formidable and viable result that we were all happy about. Myself, I'll be showing us now, looking at this picture, which I brought for our extra corner video for week 30. You remember very well, when this picture comes aboard, number 9 hardly gives a draw. And I said I was going to play number 9 as draw in a ticket, and as well as a cannot draw on another ticket. Now, I'll also show us the cannot draw, which I brought from the special advance fixture, and that encompasses 4 numbers, which were 13, 10, 17, and 23. Now, number 17 was the early kickoff in that match. I was having backlash because even when I was making that video, I was telling us that number 23 is looking likely to be a draw because of the sequence I had about it. And some persons called me about that same number 23. And I had to clear myself by telling them, if you listen to that video very well, I was saying on set that, yes, I think number 23 can put through as a draw. So I'm not looking at the 4 games. I don't know what's going to happen, but the week looks dicey. And the only one that put through as draw there now was number 17, which was the early kickoff. And that spoiled the game, which I gave initially. Guess what? The other games all did as predicted. So I don't know. If you have an idea about this, you can make us know via the comment section. Is it that good sequence can be affected by late kickoff or early kickoff, or they still can be the same draw that they were supposed to be if they were played at the same time as other matches are being kicked off? So that part of the story I don't quite understand very well. So if you have an idea about it, you can make us know via the comment section, so that going forward we'll know how these things affect the games which we have. Because I, for one, do believe that those games were supposed to be 4 dead games, and I even added number 9 to it. So what I did now, I'm advising us on this in case you have a situation like this next time, you can also benefit from it. What I did now was, because I had number 9 from this picture, which I know it's not supposed to give us a draw, then guess what I did with the late news of our temple of draw, coupled with this number 9, which I got from our post Telegraph. So, alright, this was the temple of draw late news for last week, and you remember this particular sport bet for Saturday tip. I like that column very well. If you look at game number 9 now, game number 4 and game number 3, we have number 7 and numbers 9. Guess what? They were being tipped away. Now, what did I do? Because I have number 9 from that post Telegraph, and number 17 has already spoiled the first cannot draw which I selected, and I said, okay, fine and good, let's go the other way around. I just picked on number 7 and number 9. Number 7 because it's coming from our post Telegraph commentary game 3. And if you've been following us on this platform, I usually use that place to give us game, and I'll still play it as an X2. But because it was rated straight away here, I got decided to say, let me not take it as an X2, let's take it as a straight away. So that's what I did, and both of them combined together gave me 2 odds, 2 odd plus. So that was what I staked on to recoup and was able to escape for the week. Believe me, coupled with number 46, which I had as a straight banker draw. So I'm giving us all of these guidelines to help us guide ourselves and see how we can make good use of the week. I didn't include number 5 because I was thinking probably not Liverpool may be having an issue for the week, and I didn't include it, and the odd was so too small that I didn't even like to want to include it. Arsenal was about 160 something odds, and also Newcastle, it also goes to about 2 point something odd when I combine both of them. So that was my combination for the week. And if you look at that column very well now, game number 1, yes, Liverpool won, so that one was okay. Then number 43 was being postponed. I think panel will give it home win, so that you cannot even use online because it was postponed. Then game number 3 and 4 delivered as expected. It was only game number 5 that did not do what is expected of it. Then that's why I say do the selection in 2 ways. Then game number 6 did just that, played a 12 option. So if you look at that particular, from game number 1 to 6 is what I usually stress on. I for one, those are the ones I use personally. So that's part of what transpired for last week. Now let me also show us something from the Post Telegraph, which I highlighted, and from there we'll take it up to show us how number 4 is a possible draw from the Post Telegraph for today. Alright, looking at the front page of our Post Telegraph for week 30 now. This was for last week. Remember that our even week pair, which was 34 and 40, both became 2 draws, and I stressed on it that because they were both even numbers, likely they will give us draw. So for those who listen to my advice, I think you are home and dry, because even one of the platforms I belong to on WhatsApp, somebody was stressing that he has number 34 that cannot fail. So that brother was really right. Both games became 2 draws. And if you go look up your Post Telegraph now, for every week 30, I think starting from 2020 or 2021 to date, that pair has been productive. So I for one knew it was going to produce. For those who reached out to me privately, some of them got this particular pair as a formidable pair for the week, because every week 30 it produces draw. So that is a tip I'm giving you right there. Now, this tip column, which is number 4, this is the reason why I think it should put through as a draw. The reason being that the repeated game here, which is number 11, that was very repeated to the magical game middle, that is our commentary game 2. Therefore, on a 0 coupon week, when that particular number, when that particular commentary game 2 appears at the green patch here, therefore, if it's a 0 coupon week of blue, that tip column, which housing number 4 for this week, is expected to give us a draw. Now, in week 10, 2015, we had number 20 in that tip column, and it was marked as a draw for that week. Therefore, the sequence came again for week 30, 2016. Number 29 was in that tip column, and it was marked as a draw. So I'm making us know all of this so that you can see how number 4 is a possible draw. Then you can also utilize it. We are trying to help each other out, So hence, most of the games did not do well. Let's try and do this to help ourselves. Therefore, it happened again for week 50, 2023. The game in the tip column there was number 8. It was marked as a draw. So that is how it's been playing out. And for this week now, we have the same sequence coming on board, and we have number 4 at that tip column. So the onus is now on you to either utilize it as a draw or not to. But I think it may put through as a draw. That is how I see number 4 as a potential draw for the week. So we're not done with 30 yet now. Let me show us also why number 1 is looking likely to be a draw for the week. Now, this is somebody's work, but I've been going through it, and sometimes I do use their pair, and sometimes plays it, sometimes it doesn't. Like you have now, they put lost, but play twice here, delivered twice, lost one, delivered twice, lost one. Now it's delivered and it's likely to deliver again before possibly there's a loss. And if you look at the pair now, we have number 1 and number 2. Number 2 has been played yesterday and did not pull through. Therefore, that's why we're looking at possibly number 1 may be a draw based on the fact that they're a pair for that is supposed to give a draw. There's a sequence behind it anyway, but somebody else's work, so I'm not be going through that. So that's why we're tipping number 1 and 4 as possible draws. Now you've seen that, so let's get right into today's presentation by showing us now the secret extra tip, which is talking about numbers 10, 12, 20, 21, 24, 43, and numbers 48 from our Temple of Draw paper page 2. Alright, from the auspices of the Temple of Draw paper page 2, we have such column as the Takers Bomb Beware column. We have these numbers, about 7 of them, and those 7 numbers now, based on the form of the teams, they are not balanced and they are not expected to give us a draw. They are either super home or super away, but sometimes when they play sequence draw, this can give you draws. So just in case you have your nap in that area, that means you should either stake less or have a rethink about them. And if your permutation falls within these 7 numbers, also be guided, because they might not end up as you expect them to. So that's the advice based on that particular column, and that makes us to move to the next paper we have on queue. Let's quickly see the post telegraph so that we can make this video very fast. And like I did say, we have 2 wonderful sequence from our Niger record, which is number 33 as a banker draw and number 14 parent 16. In case you like this type of video, click on the like button, and that helps to push the video out there for others to also be able to see it. And why, in case you're not subscribed yet to the platform, subscription is free, so click on that subscribe button as well. You can get subscribed and see more of this type of video and bring them aboard. And if you click on that bell, you get notified immediately we post a brand new video. Be among the first to see our videos. I will also expect you to help us share the video manually to other platforms so that more persons can get to benefit from the things which you do here on the platform, as we expect your suggestion, your advice, your questions via the comment section to reach out to us so we can read it up, collate it, and give you the best advice that we can. Also, in our first video, we asked our viewers to choose a particular video they want to make us do as the extra corner video. We usually do 3 for the week. So the third video is the extra corner video. We give out 5 options, which are namely option number 1, the 1 banker draw video. Option number 2 is the pair video. Option number 3, if you want us to do the nap video. Option number 4, if you want us to do the winning live video, you can make us know via the comment section. Why the 5th option, which is the last but not the least, if you want us to do the 5 cannot draw, you can choose one among these 5 games, 5 options, and make us know via the comment section. That will collect your suggestion and make a video which we call the extra corner video. With that being said, now let's quickly take a look at the post telegraph. Alright, looking at the front page of our post telegraph, we have some funny repetition which we can look into in our subsequent video. The game 14 of our revised treble chance is repeated to game 18, and that's Newport County. So that is a possible forecast we'll be looking into in our subsequent video. While the game 17 now of your revised table chance column is repeated to the bottom 14 of our 14 homes, and that's our Little Red versus Stockport. So that we may be looking into also in our subsequent video. So we have a whole lot of them in our post telegraph for this week. Also, the game 6 of our 14 homes be repeated to the bottom 14 of 14 homes. That's also the Little Red versus Stockport match, which we may be looking into in our subsequent video. And nothing much is being done in the post telegraph other than these few repetitions, which we'll be looking into. And for our sequence, usually we'll bring it up in our subsequent video. I think it's high time we see the first sequence for this week now. But remember, we have 2 more papers to go, which is the special advance and the right of football fixture. We'll be looking at all of those papers, but let's quickly see the sequence we have on queue. I think we should start with the banker draw of number 33. Sit back, relax, and watch this part of the video so that you can understand the sequence correctly. Alright, the first reference we are going to be treating for this particular sequence now is week 23, 2019. This is how far the sequence have come. You check for Arsenal, Man City, or Man City Arsenal meeting on coupon number 1 like it did for this week 23 now 2019. If that happens, therefore you check for Greensby anywhere to be your draw. Alright, for that week now, we have Greensby at number 32. Guess what happened? That became a draw for week 23, 2019. The next time this happened again on coupon, it was in week 5, 2023. So for week 5, 2023, we have on game number 1 now, Man City versus Arsenal. That gives us the right to now search for Team Greensby anywhere to be marked as a draw. Alright, for that week 5 now, on game number 31, we have Greensby versus AFC Wimbledon, and that was marked as a 0-0 scoreless draw for that week. The next time this did happen, is for last season, week 14 also, 2023. All right, here we are for that week now. We have Arsenal versus Man City on game number 1. That means we have to look for Team Grimsby anywhere to be marked as a draw for us. All right, looking at game number 41, we have Tranmere versus Grimsby, and that was marked as a draw for that week 14, 2023. So that was the last time the sequence came aboard, except for this week now, 31, 2025. So looking at the fixture, this is our special advance fixture for week 31 of 2025. On the left hand side, we have the 1 to 49 matches of the coupon fixture, and on game number 1, we have Arsenal versus Man City. Therefore, we have to now search for Team Grimsby. Before doing that now, let's look at the right hand side. We have such columns as the treble jinx column. Below that is the lotto sequence, where we have number 8 and 7 and 8. Below the lotto sequence, we have the shortlist column, and below the shortlist column now we have the high score quiz, expert trial column. While below the expert trial column, we have the high score quiz column. Below the high score quiz column, which is the last column, that's the easy column, the last but not the least column on this paper. And we see so many repetitions which takes place between the expert trial, the high score quiz, and the easy column. Therefore, going back to the sequence we were checking on before now, Grimsby can be found on number 33. We have Bromley versus Grimsby on number 33. Hence, we have Arsenal versus Man City at game number 1. We have the audacity now to mark this game as a draw beforehand. So that's how we brought to this particular sequence, which we think is good to go. And the date of play for these matches of week 31, 2025 is the 1st and 2nd of February 2025. Yes, January is gradually winding down. So that is the sequence. And we have also seen the special advance fixture. We are left with just one paper to see now, which is the right on football fixture. But if you look at the special advance now, having family of 0 at game number 3, that's a very viable sequence, and so many others that we will be treating possibly in our subsequent video. So let's quickly head straight now to see our right on football fixture, so I can wrap up this video for today. Remember, it's a red coupon week, but we think the games we have for this week are top notch, that they will do us proud. So hopefully everything goes as planned. On Monday we'll have things to actually also talk about and celebrate with you. In case you want to take it a step further, we have paid platform here on YouTube, which is the channel membership. You can join that for a token amount and get exclusive video from us. Believe me, some of the sequence we give there, some I just highlight here, but in there we give it in depth so they get to see it how it plays out. And also on WhatsApp we have the VIP group, the OnlyFans, and as well the 100% 100 working forum. You can join any of those for a token amount and get exclusive insight into post forecasting, post betting, and online businesses that you can think of. Yes, online businesses. The pool industry can be a business for you. So some are seeing it as a foe, while some are seeing it as a woe. So it depends on which angle you are coming from. All right, looking at the back page of our right on football fixture, we have such columns as the overseas pools, Kabbalah's draw statistics column, where we have letter A to P, and below each of the alphabet there we have a trial attached to them. We have the key column as number 35, while the expert final pair is 48 and numbers 49. And looking at the other section, which is the late news section, we have 2, 4, and 41. Number 41 has picked a draw, while we have just number 4 left to be played in that section. Now, taking a look at this other half of the late news, we have soccer bets prediction. I have a feeling that yes, that number 4, which is Crystal Palace versus Brentford, is going to give a draw. Look at the rating in those games. Game number 6 and 7 were rated BTTS. That's similar rating, and one draw was marked there. I will have over 1.5 on game number 3 and 4. Sorry, 4 and 5, and one draw was being marked among them. Also looking at game number 2 and 3 now, we have X2 and straight draw. What does that tell you? Now the X2 have been played, they didn't draw, so left with the draw, which I think will pull through. So take a little risk on number 4 for this week. It's looking likely to give us a draw for this week 30. But remember, we are in week 31 already, but we're just giving insight into week 30 to wrap it up. All right, on the front page of our right of football fixture, we don't have much repetition. and usually represent our strength of forecasting these papers. I'll have some to show, like the middle yellow patch now, which is our Group C. The first game, which is number 29, it's also been repeated to the middle box of our 3 best draws. Right below that now we have the fortune box, and that's number 32. Below the fortune box is the super pair, where we have number 24 and 25. Below the super pair is the compiler X verdict column, where we have 10 games being forecasted, and below that is the compiler's final 4, where we have numbers 3, 17, 8, and 25 right there in the spot. And if you look at the super pair now, the right hand side, which is number 25, is being repeated as the game 4 of our compiler's final 4, while game on the left hand side of our super pair, which is number 24 now, is the game 2 of our compiler X verdict column. So these are many much more we'll be looking into subsequently in these papers. That brings us now to looking at the concluding sequence for the day, which is number 14 pairing 16, which will also be seen from our Niger record. Alright, this particular sequence is an every red coupon sequence starting from week 7, but the first reference we are going to be using on set now is week 19, 2024, which is this current season that we are in. How does the sequence work? You go to your game number 1, the away team. The away team on game number 1, the second and the third alphabet. We have Bournemouth at number 1 away now. So the second alphabet is 0, while the is O, and while the third alphabet is U. Therefore, if you add U plus O, which is 15 and 21, I guess I'm correct, 21 and 15, your answer becomes 36. If your answer is 36, therefore the game on top of 36, which is 35, and the game below forms a pair. For that week now, number 35 paired number 37, for which both were marked as 2 draws. So this actually how the sequence plays out. The next read now is week 23. So in case you don't understand it, watch the next one, and the next one after the next one, you might be able to abreast what it is I'm talking about. But in case you still did not get it, make us know via the comment section, and we'll talk to you directly and show you the sequence so I get to understand it better. So for week 23 now, 2024, we have on game number 1 away Southampton, and the second alphabet is O and the third alphabet is U. When you do your calculation as well, if you add 15 plus 21, your answer still will be number 36. Hence it is 36. So the game on top and the game below becomes 35 and 37, for which number 35 was marked as a draw for week 23 now, 2024. So the next time is a red coupon week again now. That takes us to week 27, 2025. So looking at the fixture for that week now, we have Leicester at number 1 away. The second letter of Leicester is E, while the third alphabet is I. E is 5, I is 9. Therefore, if you add 5 plus 9, that gives you 14. If 14 is your answer, then your pair becomes 13 and 15. If you look at the result sheet for that week now, number 13 was marked as a draw, as well as number 15. So this pair have been playing 2 most times, and other times 1. So who knows what they will give us this week. Just pray it pulls through. That's our prayer, so we can actually smile at the end of the day. So the next time is a red coupon week, and that takes us to this week, 31, 2025. In case you have enjoyed the video, don't forget to click on the like button. We really do appreciate that, and that helps to push the video out there for others to also see. And also, you getting subscribed is free of charge. In case you're not subscribed yet, or you've seen our video for the very first time, don't also hesitate to click on that subscribe button now for free, so that you can see more of this type of video and bring them on board, and help us to share this video to other platforms so more people can get to benefit from the things which we're doing here on the platform. As well, make us know anything you want to make us know via the comment section. We really do appreciate all of this. You can take it a step further by becoming a channel member here on YouTube to get more exclusive videos from us. Also, we have paid platform on WhatsApp that you can benefit from for a token amount. I will proceed now to see the fixture for this week, 31 now, 2025. So here we are for the week 31 now, 2025. We have our game number 1 away, Man City. So the second alphabet of Man City is A, while the third letter is N. A is 1, N is 14. If you add 1 plus 14, that gives you 15 as your answer. Hence, 15 is your answer. Then the game on top of 15 is 14, while the game below is 16. Therefore, number 14 pairs with number 16 strongly for this red coupon week 31 or 2025. If you look at game number 14, we have Oxford versus Bristol City, while on game number 16 we have Portsmouth versus Burnley. Portsmouth versus Burnley and Oxford versus Bristol City is on game number 14 and 16. And also don't forget, we treated that of number 33 as our banker draw, and that's Bromley versus Grimsby. In case you feel at home with these games which we have dished out on this particular week 31 now, you can make your stake early, possibly today. I don't know if the fixtures are out here online, but you can make it by tomorrow, hopefully, if you cannot get it for today, so that you do your stake early, and at the end of the day, you'll be glad you did. Stake one banker and a pair, which you get 10 odd on each ticket, 2 tickets, and at the end of the day, expect one to green for you. Don't also forget we treated number 1 as a possible draw for today, but the one I really hammered on is number 4, which I showed us from our post Telegraph as a possible draw for week 30. And those matches will be played today, I think 3 p.m. Nigerian time, West African time. I don't know about your own time, so check out the time to be played. And I believe before the matches are played, this video will be out. For those who see it early, they'll be able to benefit from it. So those are some of the advantages of you subscribing to the platform, so you get to see the videos immediately they are being posted. You'll be notified and you get to watch them and benefit yourself at the end of the day from the things we do here on the platform. Also, don't hesitate to make other people know about the platform so that you can key into it and get to benefit more from the things which you do here. For further correspondence, you can reach us on WhatsApp or SMS 070-820-82291. 070-820-82291. Also, thank you very much for watching the video from the beginning to this time. We expect to see you in our next video.